Welcome to Cocktail Characters.
Nailed it.
Okay, well, here we are back again.
Yeah, been a minute.
It has been a minute.
I feel like things are...
I think sometimes I feel slouchy.
I do. I think that's part of my problem is...
I need my shoulders rolled back.
We should be having better posture because we go to our friend Ebony.
We go to Ebony.
We go to Ebony for Pilates. Separately
Weekly.
And together.
The together's been my favorite.
Is it really?
I mean,
it's fun. I like
it's
it.
not hers.
It is. I figured, well, you go together with me, then you go by yourself, and you go together with Jen.
That's true. Actually, they're all my favorite because we're all so different.
So different, right?
Together,
I actually have done it together with you, together with another friend, and then together with a rando.
How was that?
It was okay. It was...
Were you making a lot of jokes to try and make the room comfortable?
Not at all. I was in there and I was in it to win it. She was significantly younger and in better condition than me. Well, looks-wise, when it comes to... I mean, she doesn't know what's going on underneath this layer of
She didn't
fluff.
know how strong you are.
She has no idea who she's messing with. No, she was this really sweet gal. But, I was, concentrating. I wanted to do a good job.
I love that.
Anyway.
I try to concentrate, but then Ebony and I start talking.
Oh, I do that too.
And then I'm like, I can't breathe and talk to you.
Yes. Well, Wednesday when I went, I did something ridiculous. Did she tell you about it this morning? I don't know if she told you about it this morning. That I was doing something so ridiculous with my body. I was trying to do this one move. It's always, I have to really concentrate on this one specific move when we're on the reformer. And for whatever reason, I always, at one specific one, I have to really think about. And I don't know what. She's like, what are your toes doing? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, and your ankles. And then my body was like, and she finally just gave up and we were dying. So she's like, you have to at least try to do one. That's normal. I'm like, I can't.
My body's rejecting me.
In my brain, it was not connecting. And so we just laughed through it and then...
I truly think that's part of why that workout is so hard because it is so much brain engagement. Mm-hmm. It is not just like, do this thing.
Yeah.
It's like, and then...
and then you have to,
your ankle.
Yes. Yes. And then you have to roll it up one vertebrae at a time, starting from the sea of your...
But we're going to be ripped. So
yeah, we are.
We kind of already are, but...
I think we're pretty
You can only
going.
see our heads.
And then we don't work those out.
I do, though. I talk a lot throughout it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been doing Pilates, which is really fun.
Mm-hmm. It's been good. And then what else?
And it's reformer Pilates, which is a little bit different. Just in case you don't know, for the workout world, reformer Pilates is on a machine. It's on a reformer machine. It's a little bit different.
It is. I like it so much more than just doing mat Pilates.
Oh, yeah, that would be so boring.
I've done a lot of mat Pilates through the years at home, and I've tried it, and the reformer, there's something about it that's just, because you're elongating and stretching at the same time, it doesn't feel like you're building muscle, but you can, I don't know,
you feel stronger every time you go back.
100%. Yeah, it's great.
It's cool workout. Try it. Reformer Pilates. Okay. We'll talk about our drinks in a little bit, as always.
Yes.
However...
Okay, I've had to try to figure out how I want to tell this without giving it all away, but it's...
Set the scene.
Okay, set the scene. So I've lived in the same home for 24 years. Yeah, that's right. I'm in real estate, and we don't move a lot.
Yeah, that's right.
Not 24, that's how long I got married. So 20 years.
Okay.
We've done 20 years or so. Anyway, and it's an old house in an older neighborhood of town, and we're cool, we're down, whatever. It's cute, it's older, and we've done stuff to it through the years, and we're comfortable there, whatever. And so we've had a lot of different neighbors through the years. There's lots of renters, but there's also some homeowners on our block. And the town we live in, on any given block, you could have just completely different variety of human beings and households and homes.
So different.
Yeah. So anyway, kind of to set the scene on that, there's some homes that have had to be demolished. Unless down the street, the next block down. Yeah. And then there's others that are perfectly manicured and cute and character. And then there's others like mine that are kind of in between. We kind of hang out there and live in it, and sometimes we do stuff. Anyway, but we live a pretty active life. We're back and forth a lot, and so we kind of we keep a lot to ourselves. But I do have relationships with a couple of my neighbors. But over the last 20 years, there's a particular neighbor that's a couple houses away, and she's always given us a difficult time.
She's been there the whole 20 years.
Yeah. She reminded me of that the other day when she was yelling at me.
That she's lived there longer.
Literally
20 years.
Okay. Anyway, so we've had some issues through the years. She doesn't like it if we park backwards at the curb, even if we're gonna literally move our car the next hour or the next day. Or if we leave a trailer parked too long, a tagged trailer of ours along the curb for too long, she calls the cops. She's called.
She doesn't communicate it to you.
Never. So she's yelled at us before, like passive aggressively, like yelled about us over her fence to another neighbor, and so we could hear it. Or she'll stand on her porch and record us like trimming our own trees in our own yard.
She's had nothing to do for 20 years.
I don't know.
Okay.
There's issues. So, and she's also called the fire department. We were last fall, my husband and our son and his
such a big call.
I know. And we have a fire pit that's all ringed up, it's a ring, and Jordan made a really small fire so that the boys could roast some hot dogs.
Also, to set the stage on Jordan really quick, he's a handy guy. Like, he knows what's going on.
He pays attention.
He's an electrician. Like, he knows what's going on.
He doesn't mess around. Anyway, whatever. And we've had way worse. Oh, she got mad one time because I was burning leaves, and she's like, "Do you have a fire permit for that?" And I was like, "I don't need one." Anyway, actually, I ignore her most of the time. We've watched her do a lot of bad things to other neighbors too. So there's a lot of stuff. Well, this last week, this is what happened. We got a sticker on our trailer, an enclosed box, very nice trailer. We did, and our neighbor did. Because that trailer, the city code enforcement says you can leave a trailer in the street for 72 hours.
Okay.
And after that, it can be, they'll put a notice on it, and then you have 48 hours to move it. And you can literally, the police officers told us and our neighbor, you can literally move it 3 feet.
And that counts.
Okay. So Jordan's done that a few times. Or he'll move it back in our yard or whatever. I mean, we have way too much stuff for our tiny space, but that's another story. Anyway, so we got a sticker. Boop, boop. So my husband moved the trailer.
And you got a sticker because she called on you and the neighbor about you need to move these trailers.
Because she pays attention.
Yeah.
Keeps track on her little notebook or something. Takes pictures.
It's been 72 hours.
I know. And then she, so he moved it. He parked it in front of her house. Well, it's moved. And she doesn't park in front of her house. She parks in the back in her little garage thing.
Oh, she hated that.
Because we just avoid her. We don't talk to her. If she's yelling from her porch, or she'll talk about it to another neighbor about me. I was actually like painting my porch and trying to make it look nice. And she's like, rah, 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 talking about me.
If you think back, did anything ever happen?
No.
It's just you moved in and she hated you.
Uh-huh. Well, I knew, yes, let me take that back. When we moved in, we were 22, 3, whatever, when we bought the house. So when we moved in, we threw a whole bunch of stuff away when we moved in. You're unpacking, throwing stuff away. Yeah. Well, there had been some paper items that I tossed, and when the trash came to dump, it spread everywhere in the alley. I didn't know that.
Sure.
She called on that too. So literally how we started out our relationship was her calling the city on me.
Gotcha.
Okay. And I was like, oh, I've never had a code enforcement in my life. I just have been a renter. So I'm like, okay, I'll go clean. I don't go back there.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it. Yeah. So I went and cleaned it. Anyway, whatever. So Jordan parked the trailer in front of her house. And it's
a bold move.
When I got home from work at 5:00, a long day, I pull up and I see her on her porch with a phone in hand waiting for me, staring at me from 2 houses away, leaning on her porch, staring, waiting.
How long has she been there?
Oh, she had to have been, I wonder if her cameras click on. I wonder if she has them faced to where when I pull up, because it's weird. She has to, and she comes out. I get out of my vehicle, I go around the back, avoiding her.
Yeah.
And then I go around, and as I'm pulling open my other car door to pull my stuff out to take in, she's like, hey, you tell that husband of yours, you better move his trailer. I'm calling a tow company right now, and he's going to get that towed. You better tell him. And I was like, I'm not telling him anything, Gertrude. And she's like, I'm sick of this. I have an easement to the middle of the street in front of my property. I'm like, okay. She doesn't. That's not a thing.
That's not real. It's a city road.
It's a city. They have an easement into your yard.
100%. 10 feet.
Little does she know I worked in title for 13 years. I'm like, okay. You can't tell me, lady. I don't. Anyway,
you're on the street.
Okay. And she's like, you bet. I'm on. And I go, and I was starting to get shake because I'm really so. And I stopped. I go, you know what, Gertrude? It's like, why are you so mean? I was like, why can't you be nice?
Yeah.
What? I was like, if you were kind, we could talk about this. And she was like, I'm calling the cops or what? I'm calling the tow. I'm doing it right now if you don't tell him. And I was like, And I had texted Jordan, I pulled him, I said, oh, she's waiting for me. And he had told Jordan, or our kid, to come down and tell me, come on, don't engage with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like ignoring him. Like, don't even talk to me. I'm in
it.
Like,
go inside.
Get inside. And so I was like, what did I say to her? Oh, I said, we have been neighbors for over 20 years. What is your problem?
Yeah.
What's your problem? And she's like, I've been here longer than you. And I was like, oh, I know you have.
Right.
And she goes, ever since you moved in, it's been chaos around here. And I was like, what are you talking about? We're good people. We're great neighbors. I was like, we don't have, do you have drugs going on? Which is something in our neighborhood sometimes. People dealing out the back of their house into the alley.
Domestic disputes.
I said, we don't have drugs. I said, we are quiet. We don't have wild parties. Our kids are awesome. I was like, what do you want from us? What's your problem? And she's like, I'm sick of you guys. And I was like, okay. I was like, have a good day. And she was still yelling. I was like, bye. Have a good day. And I went in the house. Jordan came back down a little bit later because he was up doing whatever. He came back down and he looked, and there's a police officer in front of her house. He came, let her.
So he went outside.
Jordan didn't go outside. He's like, I'm dealing with this. Because she's crazy. There's nothing legally. Yeah, it ticked her off.
The cops have to be like, oh,
are you not again? They surely know Gertrude by name, I know.
Yes.
And that address, of course. So then he goes, the police officer left. And Jordan was like, you know what? I'm sick of her calling the cops and the fire department all the time not just us. She's called them from the people across the street. She's called the neighbor on both neighbors. She's called them both neighbors. And we're literally all quiet. We're all homeowners.
One of them works at our office.
Yeah,
best lady
she's great. She's a hoot. She keeps to herself. I know. Yes. She's the best neighbor. And I was just like, she called the cops. So Jordan's like, that's it. I'm calling on her. Or calling to whatever. Yeah. So he called. Then the police officer gave him, like, sir, like how Jordan worded it, he kind of threw himself under the bus. Like, the cop's like, so you did it on purpose. You poked the bear. And Jordan's like, yeah, I'm going to be honest, I did. Because I can. And he was like, you're dealing with an emotional person who makes emotional decisions. It's immature that you did that. And Jordan's like, all right, thank you, officer. They went back and forth a little bit about how he needs to be an example to his son. And Jordan's like, are you kidding me? What have I done? And he goes, so every time, you know what? She's like, I'm worried about her retaliating. He's like, okay. Because she has before with some stuff.
Yeah.
When we didn't do what she wanted. Anyway, so it was an interesting phone call. So Jordan goes, I just want this on record. Is it on record? He's like, yeah, I'm making a note. Great. And he's like, and I'm going to call every time she does something from here on out. Because we never have.
Yeah. And
he's like, okay. He's like, I deal with neighbors like this all the time. And basically like, good luck to you, sir. I mean, which was fine. There was nothing to be done. It was just, we're frustrated after 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it was ridiculous, but whatever. Anyway, so the next day, this is where it got jink. That was just stupid. And it was okay. It's going to be quiet for a minute. Well, the next day, Brady, our 17-year-old, and he went into this gas station, this little dinky gas station down the road. And as he pulled in, he went inside to prepay, came back out, and she started yelling at him. She had pulled him behind him and was yelling at our minor child at the gas station.
With Evie in the car.
But she was just like, he goes, Evie, stay in the car. And she's like, okay, do. She has no idea. And then she heard yelling. She's like, I just thought I was an old lady that couldn't hear on her phone or something. So Brady's over there pumping gas, and she's yelling things at him. And I want to get into that. She was yelling at him. Then, as she gets in her car and because she's filling up a tank to mow her lawn or whatever, or a little gas can. And as she's taking off, she's still yelling out her window as she takes off. This is how unhinged she is. And so Brady calls, what do I do? And we're like, that's fine. So Jordan called the police station again and made a report about her yelling at our children and just wanted them to know, just putting it on record. And he was like, well, you could just make note, like keep record on a notepad. And Jordan's like, what does that do? And he's like, nothing. He's like, either way. And Jordan's like, no, I want you to write it down. And we could go back to the gas station if they have cameras, because they should have cameras because it's kind of a scary gas station. And so anyway, and then she was gone after that happened. I think it was on a Thursday. We didn't see her for a whole weekend because I can look out one of my upstairs windows and I can see down into her where her car is parked. And we didn't see her all weekend. And then she came back for a day, and then we haven't really seen her much.
She was
again.
left.
She left. Yeah. So anyway, we're at that point. And I told Jordan, I was like, I am not going to get scared of walking in and out of my own home out of my car after a day of work. What have you done all day, lady? Besides sit here and call on people.
Look at city records and codes.
I know,
What's
right?
the code for the trailers? Wow.
Yeah, but Gertrude strikes again. And honestly, now I actually feel better about, I kind of, because everything that happened, and it was ridiculous, and she told the officer I cussed her out. I was like, that's rich.
That is the opposite of...
I was like, why can't you be nice?
Well, and maybe nice is a cuss word. Right?
That's it. She has opposite cuss words.
Yes, like all the kind words are actually cuss words.
Did you have anything fun this last week?
Oh my gosh. Our office has a softball team. I, because of all my extensive softball knowledge, have been asked to be the assistant coach. My jersey says Skipperette.
Skipperette? That's funny.
Well, because head coach here is Skipper. And so I guess too in baseball, softball, you have managers really, not coaches, you know. Anyways, so we did that. We had a doubleheader. It started at 8:15 p.m. And so it was a very late night. We didn't get done with our second game until after 10 o'clock on a Wednesday.
And that's not how you roll normally. You're in bed by and in your jams.
When I get home, first thing I do is change to my jammies. First thing. And then I eat dinner in my jammies. I'm not playing around when I get home.
No.
So I had to go home and eat and then get back out.
Ugh.
I did not like getting back out. I remember my parents saying, I want to get back out. And I was like, what's the problem with getting back out? Now, I will do anything to not get back out. Once I'm out, this is the outing. This is my outing for the day. I'm not getting back out.
It's in.
I am
in. Out is out. Don't make me go back.
I want to get back out.
I hear that.
So we did. I got back out, and it was very fun. So we show up, and we find out then that they have combined. This is an adult softball league. They have combined the rec league, which is that's us. We're recreational.
Recreational.
They combined the rec league with the competitive league. There wasn't enough players on each one, so they pushed them together.
Wow, precious. How'd that go?
Not well. Not good.
When it comes to winning, not well.
The first team, I'm pretty sure they were high the whole time, killed us.
They were high and they still killed you.
Literally, at one point. So then another agent in our office became just like the heckler. Like his job was to heckle people.
Well, that's fun.
Our team, off team, and actually made the whole thing more fun. Like in a fun way, you know, like we're all in this.
Yes.
Because we are bad.
Kind of reminds me of the Savannah Bananas. We're gonna suck. We might as well just have a good time.
Our jerseys are bright blue with pink on it. We look like bubblegum pieces out there.
Love it.
And so of course we're gonna be. We need a full-time heckler to raise the spirits. We had a speaker traveling with us, playing music the whole time.
Oh, that's fun.
Like walkout music. We just played it through the whole game though, because.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares?
The other teams, not even jerseys, no matching anything.
Oh, you guys at least had that going for you.
It didn't matter. They killed us.
Oh,
You don't need a jersey to win.
I guess not, huh?
So we're out there. One of the heckles was, your pitches are slow. He was like, it's because I'm high. Still killed us by like 10 runs. So it was very fun.
That's fun.
Was it
worth getting back out for?
I was glad I got back out.
Good.
But the good thing about next week is we have another doubleheader, 6:15 and 7:15. I'm not going to have to get back out. I can just take my stuff with me, grab a snack. Are you
going to be at the same fields?
Yes.
Okay.
You should come.
I think I will.
Please
come. Bring the kids or something. Or Evie. She'll have fun.
So much
She could
fun.
be a heckler.
We put pink eye on. Pink eye? Eye pink. Like eye black when you say eye black.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I said pink eye.
No, I'll pass.
We all gave each other pink eye.
It was a really fun doubleheader. We all got pink eye.
Eye black, but pink. Eye pink.
Gotcha.
It was
That's
fun. It was a fun time.
I'm glad.
Yeah. We had like 57 players. Somebody broke their wrist on our team.
And you still lost. It wasn't even worth it.
She gave her whole body. Still lost.
What a sacrifice.
It was good. So glad we did it. Okay, let's talk about consults.
So
that have gone awry.
Yes. So you normally do consults.
Yep.
I've done them a few times. I do them a few times. I try to get out of it as much as possible because that's not why I'm here. I'm just kidding. I don't mind.
Not my job.
Not my job. No, I do them. I used to do them before I came on our team, and I can do them now. But it's always nice to have, because if you don't do a consult and then they never see you, then it gets weird whenever you're trying to help negotiate.
Well,
So it's
anytime
just-
you get out of the chain of events, it breaks down the system a little bit.
Yeah.
So while we have people to fill in the chain
Right.
of events,
There's a preference.
there's always
and there's a reason.
an adjustment period.
Yeah. But it's good. So I guess I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'll try to make it as short as possible because my Gertrude story took a lot. But we did a consult. I did one. When I came out to go take them back, it was a man and like a middle school aged girl, cutie, and there was a woman there, but she looked very young too. Not just I couldn't kind of tell what the dynamic was.
Right. Like this is an oldest daughter situation,
Yeah.
or is it what is
girlfriend, wife? I don't
Hard to
know.
tell.
Okay. So then I had to find a place to do the consult. Normally we have a couple of empty offices. They were full. They were all full. So I had the awkward like trying to find a space. So then we had to go into our broker's office.
It's such a weird setup.
It is so
for a consult.
yeah. It's not. I mean, he has his life going on in there with his paperwork and his, whatever. So it's a
big space, but it's a
huge desk.
It's a huge desk.
Like a huge like wooden mahogany colored desk, and it's not your nice.
Think like broker of the 90s.
Yeah, that kind of is.
It's that desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, that's true. So we go in, and it was interesting because then as we're going back and trying to find our office, the older
Of the
girls went out and left. She left. And I was like,
went outside.
Yeah, went outside. I was like, oh. And I was like, is she coming back? I was trying to figure out without asking, what is she? Who is she?
What?
She's out. And so he said she's checking on the kids. I'm like, oh, there's more. Okay. So then I'm assuming that she's an adult.
Right.
She's real cute.
She's been given responsibility.
Yeah, she's real cute, and so it's just young looking, which is awesome.
Yeah, good skin.
Great skin. So we're sitting. There's just two chairs. So when she finds her way back in, and up against far end of the office is a wall. It's a long office. At the other end of the office, I'm behind this giant '90s broker mahogany desk covered in stuff, trying not to touch his stuff, and then. The two chairs, man in front of me and the teenage girl, preteen girl. And then on the other end of the room is these two chairs, and this woman came back in and
they're against the wall.
Against the wall, all the way.
Space in between.
It's like a little sitting area. Yeah. Anyway, and so she's over there and she's kind of looking out the window and sitting there, and she's very restless. And so I'm like, do you want to come up here? And she's like, no, I'm fine. I'm like, okay. And he was kind of turned the whole time, looking at her, looking at me, looking at her. It was very strange. So then, but she didn't want to participate. And so the cute little middle school girl was like real smiley and adorable and sweet, and I kind of talked to her a little bit. Anyways, we got going talking about things and what we're gonna do and how we work as a team. And I was like, okay, so this is our buyer's agency contract, and we started going through that. As soon as that happened, I'm leaning over to show, because it's a large desk. I'm leaning over to kind of like push it in front of him and point. Well, I had worn kind of a V-neck, I don't know, kind of a dressy tank thing that day. It was summertime. And as I'm leaning over, I was not, it looks fine when I was sitting like this, but then as I'm leaning over, things smash and flow out.
Realizing.
I was like, and then I went like this. As soon as all that, like, it was all in one swoop. And when you live your life, large chested, you do this a lot to kind of like, not, anyway, whatever. It's just part of it.
Right.
And I try to be modest. I'm not here to show my business off. So I kind of lean
It's
forward.
not the way we get business.
I could, but I choose not to. Okay?
Right. It's an asset you just keep. Just like, I'm holding this here.
That's right.
Never had to use it.
I'm not going to start now.
Not now.
Anyway, so I lean forward and do that. As soon as all that little like happens, she popped up and comes running, and then she sits on his lap.
What a weird.
She sits on his lap, and then she's like sitting there. She's like, and then she said a couple little snarky things about not being part of the process, or yes, being part. It was very strange and real snarky, and then just kind of and sat on his lap. But I was like, we can pull a chair up, and she's like, oh no, okay, he is your man, and here is.
I cannot imagine meeting with any professional.
Yes.
And sitting on my partner's lap, or having a partner sit on your lap.
Right. So then then he offered for her to swap places with his daughter. And then I'm like, it's still getting weird. Like, just send your daughter to the other end of have her go sit over there and play on her phone.
Hey, let's switch.
Yeah.
You sit here, I'm going to
sit.
You
out, you in. She did not want to move. She wanted to sit on his lap the rest of the time. And I was like, okay. And then we finish up. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to go get my stuff and we're gonna go look at this house you want to look at. And
We'll head to the house.
And then it went on from there. There was several little things that happened that were just a little bit quirky, and I could tell that there was something like she was. And so I tried to be very standoffish, and I'm like, talk to her she had a toddler, and I would play with him, and just like, you guys go do your. I'm gonna be right here and watching and staying away because I want there to be zero confusion.
That happens sometimes.
It does, and
with couples. And
yeah.
You're like, I'm just doing my job. I
want you two to be in this house. I am not.
I do not want this home.
I do not want this home. I do not want him.
that person.
I don't want her. I don't want anybody else. I just want to do my job.
I just want to get paid at the end of the day.
It was.
Sitting on the lap.
The sit on the lap thing was a first to have an adult sit on another adult's lap.
Yeah, I've never
during
had
a business meeting.
It like we were going over contract. Like it's a business meeting. We're going over contracts. We're talking about things. I mean,
yeah, and he was. I think he was kind of shopping agents a little bit, which was great.
Could you tell he was uncomfortable?
Yes.
Did the little girl do anything?
She had a smirk on her face.
She knows.
She knows. I think
it was a his, hers,
yes,
his,
hers
situation.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it was probably his being like, "What's this?
Uh-huh.
Why are we sitting on laps?" Okay, it's good. So that was a fun consult.
Yeah, it was fun.
So I had a consult one time. So Jonathan on our team, he had these people. They were a past client of his. He set up an appointment.
Yeah. This is the same situation, like
similar situation.
Well, that he
past
client, he brought him in. Here you go.
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks, John.
It's great.
It's awesome.
So in this situation, though, is on a weekend. So the office was pretty much shut down. So I had to let him in. Jonathan wasn't here to introduce them, anything like that. Which is, that happens all the time. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
I can I'm pretty good at helping people drop their guard of just making a situation comfortable, reading a situation, okay, I can usually get people in with me. I don't have a hard time with that most of the time. I have before. This time was the worst time.
Oh, no.
Okay, so they come in, and he had prepped me hey, she's kind of coming out of a relationship, was in a new relationship. She was selling the house, I believe, from her ex. She was coming in with her new partner. I don't think they were married yet.
Okay.
So anyways, so great, I'm getting all the details, which is just, we have to know those things for title work. If you're married, Missouri's marital state, we have to know all this stuff. So anyways, I'm okay, keeping track of all the notes, got it. And keeping track, what questions do I need to ask to make sure I'm doing all the things right.
Mm-hmm.
So they come in, super nice, and I'm hey, I'm Shaylea, and I work with Jonathan, excited to meet you guys, talk to you. And she was like, where is Jonathan? I was well, he's not here, but on our team, when you purchase property, I help people purchase on the team. When you sell, he helps people sell. And I swear he told them. He even put him in a text message Shaylea will meet you.
Yeah.
I think she just thought maybe he would be there too. I'm not sure. She was okay. I mean, immediately she was well, okay. And I was well, why don't you come on back? Can I get you any water? Can I get you anything to drink? All this stuff. She's okay. So we go and we sit down, and her fiance, I'm guessing, he was so nice, talking to me, great. He was regular.
He was regular?
He wasn't regular, but.
Right.
So we're talking through, and I'm asking questions okay, so this is exciting. What are you guys thinking? What are you interested in? Because sometimes when people sit down, it's let's start getting them dreaming again. Let's get them outside of their head, and let's get them thinking about something they're excited about, because that can pull you out of oh, I was expecting this situation to be different. My expectations are dropped. Let's get you back on dreaming. So that's what I'm trying to do, get them back on dreaming.
Okay.
So I'm at every question I ask. I'm okay, so you guys are getting married, correct? And she literally, you can't see my hands are like this on my legs, down. And she was just like this. And she was just going like this. To every single question I asked. And he was well, yeah, we're going to get married in June or whatever. And I don't remember when they were getting married. And then I'll be okay, so what's important to you guys? Are you, do we need a yard? Do you have pets? How many bedrooms? Anything? All the things. Yeah. She'd just be okay, so we need 3 beds. And he would look at her and be are you gonna?
Where'd you go?
She shut down.
Oh, no.
She did not talk to me.
The rest of the time?
the rest of the time. So then I'm going through the buyer's agency and I was like, so, I mean, if we're going to go look at a property, like I have to have this sign for us to go look at stuff and we're going to help you guys. And she's like, I have a friend who's an agent. And then she like kind of talks a little bit. She's like, a friend? And she's not looking at me. She's an agent. I really don't understand why Jonathan's not here. I mean, it was like,
oh no,
any pivot. I was like, oh, we are zero flexible. We cannot. If this was the plan, it better be that plan.
Yeah.
Or we will internally
implode.
combust.
Yeah, exactly.
So I get out of the console. I call Jonathan. I'm like, I
don't know what just happened.
I truly don't know what just happened. She hates me 100%. She is not on board with whatever is happening. And at one point I was like, are you okay? Like, I thought she was sick. Or like, I thought she was like about to throw up or something. Like, when somebody gets that, you're just like, oh no, like something is medically wrong. And I was like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay. And I was like, I can tell like this, and I'll just address things sometimes. Like, I can tell that this isn't like, I know you thought Jonathan was going to be here. I apologize. That wasn't explained very well, which I totally think he did. But
right, sure.
You know,
take responsibility.
I think just didn't get explained well. So is there a concern with working with me? Like, we can work this out. I want you guys to be comfortable and happy with what's happening. So let me know what's going on. And it was just like, I don't. And like no words. I was just like, I don't even know
how to help.
So then later, so I guess Jonathan called her later and was like, yeah, she's not gonna work with you. Like, she won't. She was like, she had a panic attack. She had a panic
That's what
attack.
it was. That's what she was doing. Having a panic.
Oh
no.
So you feel bad for her, and also I'm like, because I walked. Like, why did you have a panic attack?
What did I do to cause this?
Jonathan wasn't there. So your security agent.
Oh,
it was something else. So then the rest of the time,
did you end up working with her?
You know, she literally would not.
Okay.
So Jonathan had to show them all the houses.
Oh, so he had to do all of it.
He had to do all of it to keep them as clients. So what happened was, I would just write the contract. I would just he would just talk to him. I'd be like, here's what's going on.
He was the face of the transaction. And then you did behind the scenes
and so like anytime we had to call him about anything, I was like, here's
the information. Oh, that had to have been rough.
Oh my gosh.
Did we end up keeping them as clients for anything? Okay, obviously
they sold with us, they bought. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was like, y'all aren't married yet, bud. Hey, we've got some things to work out here.
I know, she needs help.
I felt bad for on one hand, of course, because like panic attacks those are real and those are horrible.
Yes, yeah.
And I was baffled as to what caused it.
Yeah, you're just too much.
I'm too much.
I need you to be less.
Hey,
bring it down. You were too nice. You asked too many questions about dreaming big.
Just make it dream.
Jonathan's not here.
Expect me to dream without Jonathan?
I could never.
I only dream with Jonathan.
No.
It was a really interesting thing.
What an interesting one. I'm sure you've had plenty of interesting ones.
Oh yeah. It was just the most shutdown I've ever seen a human being.
Oh, that's sad. And
ever.
Well, and it's like hard because it's like, how do you don't know what to do. Like, you don't want to just dismiss and be like, well, see you later then. But you want to try to recover the
a wall.
Yeah.
Like, it might as well have been a brick sitting in the chair. They would have given me more answers. It was so odd.
Oh.
So it's good.
That's fun.
It was great. Okay, so sometimes weird things happen.
Yeah, it is.
That's kind of the theme.
Weird things
of today.
Well, characters come into our lives sometimes.
Gertrude.
Sometimes. Anyway, so to this week we did something a little different.
Got a little crazy on everybody because it's all the rage right now to be sober.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Well,
sounds like okay. Sober, I feel like it has a bad connotation. Right. I just mean it's all the rage to just lessen your alcohol intake.
Right.
That's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
I was talking about that with another agent this morning. He was talking about how he was like, I feel like it's really big right now for people that are out drinking throughout the week. Mm-hmm. And it is.
It is.
So anyway, so we participated in that.
Yeah. And so we did a mocktail.
Oh.
Clink. We did a mocktail, and what do we use? Well, I don't have it here, but it's these little tincture, like it's mushroom, actually. Mushroom mixtures. And that way it has like health benefits. It's not just for the funsies, it's for health too. And you put it with, so we did a strawberry and a lemon lime mixture, put some,
Topo Chica.
And then we did some strawberries and a squeeze of lemon and a sprig of cuteness. Thyme. To be fun.
It's good.
Yeah, I like to do, I'll make these at home because I don't drink a lot of pop. I have in the package I got is a cola flavor, cream soda.
Strawberry.
Yeah, and strawberries and cream and lemon lime. And so it's fun to mix and match them, and or sometimes like you just want a Coke.
Yeah.
And I don't want the Coke because I know I'll regret it after like 3 drinks. So I waste the Coke. So this is great because the cola it kind of takes care of that.
I love that.
Craving. It's sparkly and yummy. So
it is good.
I like it.
We highly suggest it.
Yeah.
You literally just watched us get healthier.
I feel like you're glowing from that drink.
As you are. As you are as well. I'm so excited about people. As you are as well.
Why are you being old-timey, you weirdo?
I'm doing it. Well,
okay.
Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, it was fun.
We hope you had fun. Okay.
Well,
bye.
Bye.